Alright, so here we go. So I know it's got everything of the packet. So the first thing you'll find, you've got your checkbook. You know, pretty obvious there. You've got your checkbook. You've got your filing cabinet. So this is going to be your filing cabinet. It's got tabs in here for your forms, for your different forms. They'll go in here as you get them done. You'll file stuff away. So it's your pretend file cabinet. Here's the instruction booklet. So this is the one you're going to need for all your transactions. So I'm going to set it off to the side, the other way. We'll get back to that later on the instructions. Now this, the thick book, the one that says source documents booklet, some of you have already seen that. It's got tearouts of all different types of source documents. So sales invoices, sales receipts, there's some checks in here, I think, too. Just several different types of, yeah, here's checks. Several different types of source documents are in here that you're going to end up tearing out at some point and putting in your filing cabinet. So you got your source booklets. We've got ledgers. So you've got your AR, your accounts payable and receivable ledger for your accounts that are payables and receivables. And notice all these are labeled, so you'll make some entries in here according to the transactions. And you've got your general ledger for the rest of your accounts that aren't payables and receivables. So you've got these. And then your you've got several different forms in here too. You know, all your worksheets are in here. So just like it says on the front, your sales journals, your payroll registry, your employee records. So you're going to make entries on the sales journals, the general journal. You got your cash receipts. So all the different types of journals that you're going to need are in this booklet. So you've got a lot of different books here, but instead of just being a pile of stuff to figure out, there is help. And let's see, I'm going to go through that. I'm going to go to the instruction booklet first. I'll set these off to the side. So we've got our instruction sheets. So this is the book that you're going to look at, and this is what you're going to follow, and it's going to tell you what you need to do. Yes. Okay, so form 2, so we're going to number 2. Okay, this form is an invoice received from a vendor. So if you wanted to do this, whatever order you want to do these in, we can go to the book. We've got form 2. So I'll go ahead and pull that out. So it's an invoice to us. So we're Unique Global Import, so this is a bill sent to us. It's supposed to be paid in 30 days. Sit through that. Okay, so all the invoices that come in get stamped. The stamp shows 12/1. The number, signed Global Imports. Okay, it says now the date of receipt. So I'm going to guess that some of these in the book are going to be different days on the receipt than the different days that the transaction happened on, just like this one. So let me find that. If the date of the receipt is different from the date of the source document, the transaction should be journalized using the date the paper was actually received. So we're going to go by the date that it's received. It says next line, it was received on December 1st, should be journalized as that date. Got the cost listed on here. Look at the top of the next page. Journalize the purchases transaction in the purchases journal. Tells you everything to write down. And when we're done, we're going to put it in file 3. So purchases journal. So we got our sales. Okay, purchases, next page. So we've got our date, 12/1. The account that it's from is it's East Porcelain Importers. So 842 is going to go in the purchase number column. It says here in the instructions. It even has that, shows that on the invoice. So remember, these things will be on the invoice if it's not in the directions later on in the booklet. So P842 or 842 goes in the purchase number column. And the amount 2854 goes in the amount column. And we'll get our posting reference when we put this in our ledger. So eventually we're going to, like I said, enter all these in our ledger. So we're done with this. This is going to go in file 3. Remember, we've got the name of the account, our purchase order number, and our purchase amount. And I folded the bottom up a little bit so it'll fit down in there better, so it'll be easier to see. It goes in spot 3. Our full file. So I'm going to put a little check mark here by Form 2 that says Form 2 is done. So it says here at the bottom of the directions, follow this procedure in journalizing all purchases on account. So it looks like the first couple days is going to be everything step by step, and then you start to get, it starts here the 16th, you start to get less directions. So you want me to do the next one, or you want me to stop? I heard it stop. I'll do the next one, what the heck. So we got Form 3, I'll go ahead and grab that out of the source book. Form 3. Okay, Form 3 is a statement for rent. It's been approved. Law, you have a less right side of the check. Signing the line, proceed as follows. Fill out the check stub and write the check. So like our rent's for $1,000. So that's going to be our first check out of our checkbook. So if you see, look on the receipt or on the bill for the rent, this is who the bill was sent to. It was sent to us, Global Imports. Remember, that's us. And then here is the landlord's information, or the biller's information. So when you make out the check, we're going to make the check out to Lyons Realty Company. And let's say what day we got to write the check. Doesn't really give us a day that we have to write the check, but we'll go ahead and write it on December 1st. It's for $1,000. Or you can write the check for whatever date that you want to. But it's for rent for that actual month, which is kind of weird that they would send it like that. So make sure it's early in the month. You want to send it within the first few days of receiving it, since that's for your rent. But if you're actually renting a commercial space, you'd have stipulations on when it's going to be due and the due date and the fine for paying it late. So anyway, so $1,000. Rent, and you're the accountant, so you sign it. So you're the accountant taking care of the bills of the business owner, so you sign the checks. So go ahead and sign your name on there. So we got to do our check stub, so $1,000. So we'll bring down our subtotals. We got no deposits here. No bank charges. Amount of the check, $1,000. So that leaves us with $16,723. 23. Tear out our check. Set it off to the side. Now we've got our new balance to carry forward, so we might as well just go ahead and update our balance forward here while we're thinking about it. 16, 7, 23, 23. So we got to keep our balance updated. We also still need to fill in this top part as to what this check was written for, because this check, somebody else comes in to audit the check. If you're just the accountant and not the business owner, but you're the business owner and you want to go look and see what's going on with your checkbook, you say, hey, what did this check go for? And you're the accountant, you got to be able to tell your boss who the check was for. So $1,000, 12/1/19 to Lyons Realty. For December rent. We've got that. That takes care of our check. Now we got to journalize this in the cash payments journal. Actually, we'll start off with that tomorrow. We got a couple minutes left.